going on right now. You're going to also learn about some businesses. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. I will wait for Sister Rahma to present that. And also today, we're going to hear from the Shura.
The businesses from Ibadan, right?
Huh?
The business is from Ibadan, right?
That business is not from Ibadan.
Okay.
That business is from Lagos State, Nigeria.
Lagos is no man's land.
By way of Ibadan, though, I'll give you credit by way of Ibadan because that business actually started in Ibadan.
All right. Thank you for that.
So we're gonna learn. We're gonna hear that too. And Shura is gonna come talk up to us about some policies that they've drawn up. Going to educate us on that policy, and then we're going to cap up today with our popular Kahoot. I know many of us are really eager for that. Youngsters are eager to participate in Kahoot, so we're going to cap up today with.
You see, the Nankale is working already.
What is it?
You missed one important program.
I know.
Special I
said it already. I said it by the accent. That's why I said it.
That was what you meant. Okay. All right, go ahead.
I not got you.
If I'm talking too much, just mute me.
Alhamdulillah. So we're gonna get started. The only thing though is for those of us who already had the program before today, we're gonna make a slight change in the program. So we're not going to start with our plan. Earlier plan was to start with the tribute to our dad, but we're going to push that to about 11 a.m. inshallah. So I'll get started with opening dua from our sheikh, our scholar, our friend, our father, Sheikh Ibrahim Oladejo.
Grandpa,
thank you. Grandpa, sweetheart. Grandpa, sweetheart. So Sheikh Ibrahim, Ejo, Ewa Suri Ategun.
Allah forgiving you.
Amin.
Bismillah as-Samin alayhi min ash-shaytan ar-rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Just like the former president has said, we have so many programs lined up. As usual, it's always loaded. And so we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we want to commence the program, to be in our midst, to guide us, to continue to strengthen us, to continue to be with us in all our affairs. We'll also make some reflection on our father who just passed away, person of Alhaji Audu Orioye. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala overlook all his shortcomings. I know Imam will be leading us in the prayer today, and all other activities that has been, lined up for us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His infinite mercy to continue to be with us.
Amen.
ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم.
آمين.
وفقنا إلى الحق وإلى طريق مستقيم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Amen. Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much, our father, our friend, our scholar, our sweetheart, our grandpa. Thank you very much. All right. So I should go, Father Ibrahim. So today I'm going to also, one thing I want to do today is also speak a lot more Yoruba, because we have to recognize that there are several various constituents in our community, and one of the constituents we have not really carried along, especially during this COVID era, is our elderly constituents, our grandparents. So we are I'm going to speak more Yoruba today, a mixture of Yoruba and English. So Lorocon, I say Afa Ibrahim, I ṣe pọ̀ fún àdúrà náà, Ọlọ́run gbà lọ yín, Ọlọ́run àdúrà tẹ́ gbà fún wa náà, Ọlọ́run gbà fún wa, Ọlọ́run gbà fún bàbá náà. So ètò tún kọ̀ náà sí pé àyọkà láti inú Quran mímọ́. We're going to read from Quran, and to do this is one of our special, interesting, exciting youngsters from this community. Brother, did you say something?
I said from Ibadan.
Mo doubt here.
Alaji àmọ́ owó àbí wọn doubt it. Ẹ̀yin doubt it.
Mi mọ̀ sure èmi mọ̀ ni.
Ẹ wọ̀ sure.
Mo mọ̀ sure ni ẹ má sọ. Mo mọ̀ sure. So ẹ jẹ́ bá ń fi Fawaz àmọ́ sórí atẹ́gùn. Let him
stop. Fawaz, you can unmute yourself. You have the code. Fawaz, unmute yourself.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Warahmatullah.
It's nice to see your face. Such a long time. How are you doing?
Thank you. Fine.
Good, nice. MashaAllah. So let's hear from you. What surah are you going to read?
Suratul Mulk.
MashaAllah. Go ahead.
Now?
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فتور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلناها رجوما للشياطين وأعتدنا لهم عذاب السعير وللذين كفروا بربهم عذاب جهنم وبئس المصير إذا ألقوا فيها سمعوا لها شهيقا وهي تفور تكاد تميز من الغيظ كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم خزنتها ألم يأتكم نذير قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء أنتم إلا في ضلال كبير وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل ما كنا في أصحاب السعير فاعترفوا بذنبهم فسحقا لأصحاب السعير إن الذين يخشون ربهم بالغيب لهم مغفرة وأجر كبير صدق الله العظيم.
الله أكبر الله أكبر كبير بارك الله فيك.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much, Fawaz. Jazakallah khair. Very, very moving recitation.
Alhamdulillah, barakallahu fi.
Alhamdulillah, barakallahu fi. Alhamdulillah. So thank you, Fawaz, for that wonderful recitation. Alhamdulillah. I was in the class with your dad yesterday. I am sure Dad probably did not tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this. I was in the class with your dad yesterday, and your dad is an excellent reciter too. So you're picking after your dad, right?
Yes.
Can you hear me? MashaAllah.
Yes.
Allah jakodagba. Koju daddy lo.
Amen.
All right. So, to do the translation will be our daughter. I said I'm going to use Ibadan accent. So, Aisha Situ. Aisha Situ, how are you? Come on there. Come on, Nine.
She's going to teach you how to pronounce it with tajweed.
MashaAllah.
I'm gonna do the translation from the Quran.
MashaAllah. Go ahead.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Blessed is he in whose hand is the dominion, and he is able to do all things, who has created death and life, and he may test which of you is best indeed. And he is the Almighty, the oft-forgiving, who has created the seven heavens, one above another, and you can see no fault in the creations of the most beneficent. Then look again. Can you see any rifts? Then look again, and yet again, your sight will return to you in a state of humiliation and worn out. And indeed, we have adorned the nearest heaven with lamps, and we have made such lamps as missiles to drive away the shayateen. And we have prepared for them the torments of the blazing fire. And for those who disbelieve in their Lord is the torment of hell. And worst indeed is that destination. When they are cast therein, they will hear the terrible drawing in of its breath as it blazes forth. It almost bursts up with fury. Every time a group is cast therein, its keeper will ask, "Did no warner come to you?" They will say, "Yes, indeed, a warner did come to us." But we belied him and said, "Allah never sent down anything of revelation. You are only in great error." And they will say, "Had we listened or used our intelligence, we would not have been among the dwellers of the blazing fire." Then they will confess to their sin. So away with the dwellers of the blazing fire. Verily, those who fear their Lord unseen, theirs will be forgiveness and a great reward.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu
Thank you
Akbar.
very much, Aisha ti kó sí mi lórí lẹ́yìn, but alhamdulillah. Thank you very much, Aisha Shitu, because I'm going to mention another Aisha, right? That's why I said Aisha. I was going to share Aisha Rufai. Even though his dad did not tell us personally, we are also going to talk about that, but we want to give thanks to Aisha Shitu for this wonderful job, and to Fawaz too. I know if we're doing a physical family Halaqa, we would have given you some, some token of appreciation. But I know Brother Sharaf is recording everything, inshallah. After COVID, post-COVID, you're going to get the token of appreciation. Thank you very much. Àwọn ọmọ wa ni ó ṣe rí community Quran ni fún àwọn tí ò bá mọ̀ wá. Jẹ́ pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń join wa for the first time ni community Quran ni. A gbé Quran sórí gan. Àwọn ọmọ wa ní community. Tàbá kà náwó báyìí àti máa kà tó bí more than 50 ọmọ tó ti jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti há Quran sórí. Pé wọ́n ti gbé Quran láti Fatia sí Nas náà ti gbé sórí. Kò wá ṣe àwọn ọmọ nìkan náà ń ṣègbìyànjú, àwọn bàbá náà ń ṣègbìyànjú. So eléyìí láti kọ́ gbogbo alẹ́kọ̀ọ́ náà ni. We're talking about gbé Quran sórí. Ọmọ kan náà ọmọ wa ni a gbọ́ ní ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ parí Quran, ló ṣe há Quran sórí, in the person of Aisha Rufai. Is Aisha Rufai in the house?
Allahu Akbar.
Aisha Rufai, Bara Saraf, ayékadé Aisha.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Mabruk.
MashaAllah. May Allah bless your memorization and bless your family with the light of the Quran.
Ameen. Ameen.
So, alhamdulillah, after we've done with that, it took us we want to hear the news around the world. We want to hear what's going on around the world and what's going on in our community. So, disclaimer, whatever I hear today stays here. Do not take it out of this place. Alhamdulillah. So, Sister Rahma, where are you?
Assalamualaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to Muminin News for the month of August. We have a lot of events that happen in August, a lot of small businesses that we'd like to highlight. So make sure you pay attention to the video.
Good morning and welcome to Muminin News. I'm Rahma Alcina. This summer was one for the books due to the pandemic. However, Mu'mineen youth always show up and show out during times of need. Here's what this group of friends did for our community on Arafat Day. God-fearing women. GFW. GFW is a group of friends consisting of Firdaus Sina, Mama Dini, Fatma Duahab, and Sophia Degbindin. They say that their friendship was built on reminding each other of God. So what's going on here today? So today we're actually having our second and third
Let me play it from here. Can you please?
a lot of food. We have jollof rice, fried rice, and pasta. I'm currently doing a dodo. This is a new thing that we just added. And what we're gonna do
Please stop it. Let me play it from here. Yeah, the audio is not clear. Brother Shaku, do you have it ready or you want me to quickly play it from here?
Did you optimize it, Sister Rahma?
Yeah, I think the audio is not, the speaker.
Yeah, the audio of my computer is not good.
Yeah, no problem. Let me play it for you.
Okay.
While you're doing that, make sure please add our Father OJ Lawa to the co-host.
Oh, okay. All right, one moment. Shaku, you claim the host, and add him, be the co-host, make me the co-host.
You want me to claim the host?
Yeah, claim the host or whatever. You can hold on anyway. Let me just put up this.
Work now. I'll take care of it.
Yes. Yeah, can you see my screen?
Good morning and welcome to Mu'mineen News at Rahman. This summer was one for the books due to the pandemic. However, Mu'mineen youth always show up and show out during times of need.
Is it clear?
Here's what this friends did for our community on Arafat Day. God-fearing women. GFW. GFW is a group of friends consisting of Firdaus Sina, Mumaina Demi, Fatma Duahab, and Sophia Degbindin. They say that their friendship was built on reminding each other of God. So what's going on here today?
So today we're actually having our second and third drive-through. We have a lot of food. We have jollof rice, fried rice, and pasta. I'm currently doing a dodo. This is a new thing that we just added. And what we're gonna do is give out the food at 6:30 p.m. At Majid Sardine, we're gonna drive through and we're gonna get everybody a place to eat for iftar.
All the food you see here were home cooked, dished, and individually packaged by people who decided to volunteer their time for the iftar.
So right now we're dishing the food. We're starting off with pasta, hot and ready, as you can see.
Right now we're dishing the salad that's gonna go along with the fried rice and the jollof rice.
We're just making preparations and just getting everything together.
I am making shrimp Alfredo and
In addition to that, some creative volunteers made signs in order to direct traffic. So we're gonna need like several ones that say menu, and then like several arrows, and that's it basically. But it's gonna be like free food, and then like a sign that says free food. You know how we had it last time? And more volunteers came out to help with the distribution of the food to all the families that showed up.
Can you hear
I
me?
decided to volunteer because it brings me joy. Whenever I am doing something that doesn't, I don't require any of that, and it really makes me feel good inside, and it also makes me know that I'm actually doing something good to give back to my community.
Thank you so much to everyone who donated. We really appreciate it. May Allah continue to enrich your pockets, and may Allah grant you the reward of feeding a fasting.
We are nearing the month of September, and as we all know, 2020 is election year, meaning that we will have the opportunity to vote for who will represent our country for the next 4 years. But how well do we really know our candidates? Here's our correspondent, Hanif Lawal, with the breakdown.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hanif Lawal, and today I'm going to be talking about politics, specifically the 2020 elections. And I'll be discussing the Democratic Party and the Republican Party and seeing the merits and cons to their nominees. Let's look at Joe Biden first. He has a lot of pros. For example, he's very experienced. He worked as vice president under Obama. He went into politics to try and help people. And not only that, he seems to have a lot of goodwill from both Republicans and Democrats. However, there's some negatives to Joe Biden. For example, he voted against a bill that would desegregate children in the education sector. For this reason, he was called racist by his vice president, Kamala Harris, during the debates. Not only that, but he also made some recent comments that insinuated that black people as a whole don't have different political opinions. Let's look at Kamala Harris. She has some pros. For example, she was a U.S. Senator since 2017. She was Attorney General, which means she actually knows some places that she could use to actually help make criminal justice better. She's advocated to remove mandatory minimums. And she's the first black woman to ever be in a vice presidential position in a major party like the Democratic Party. As Attorney General, Kamala Harris fought for the rights of women and children and continues to do so today, fighting against the Trump administration for separating children from their mothers. However, there are some cons to Kamala Harris. For example, as Attorney General, she stopped evidence from being admitted that could have freed an innocent man from death row. Not only that, but she went after the mothers of truant children. And not only that, but she also had lab technicians that systematically mishandled evidence and had a lot of false convictions in California. On the other hand, we have Donald Trump, who is the presidential nominee for the Republican Party. Donald Trump has done a lot of things that hurt the black community, but let's focus on the positive things that he's done. He signed in the First Step Act. And this act basically shortened mandatory minimums, decreased some of the effects of 3 strikes and you're out laws, and actually did some really good things for criminal justice reform. On the con side, however, when Black Lives Matter protesters went to the streets to protest the massacres of George Floyd, Philando Castile, and many others, he called them thugs for doing the exact same things that we praise our founding fathers for doing in the textbooks. He also called white nationalists that did protests like that in Charlottesville fine people. I'll let you decide who you want to vote for, but I'll tell you this. What do you want the next 4 years of America to be like? Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Hanif. And over the course of the last few months, we have been encouraging you all to support small Black-owned businesses. And we are fortunate enough to have access to incredible talent in our own communities, but this one might blow you away.
The name of our business is CouOne Innovation. We primarily do floors, but lately we branch into artwork as well. We do metallic flooring, and we do epoxy flooring. Actually, I started as an engineer, as a petroleum engineer, so I'm kind of used to chemicals, other chemicals. Unfortunately, in 2017, I rented this house to a tenant, and the tenant broke this house apart. Things were very expensive at that time. Cost. Alright, the quotes that I was getting from Andy guys were 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. It was just crazy. So I had to learn to fix things myself. You see a metallic countertop, that's what we're working on right now. It's a combination of basic epoxy and do metallic floor as well, metallic printing as well. You want to change your countertop, make it look pretty, customize it to make the countertop match the color of your house or the color of your walls. You can do that. We said we are two two main business components. So this is the flooring component, the artistic part. We're going to show you.
This one took a long time to make. Got to get all the unique details in the painting. This is the land, this is the sea, this is the sky, the lightning rod. And this one is just a flowery design.
It should take nothing less than 3 days. So that's why we do on weekends, and we can only do the capacity we have right now. It's almost like a job per weekend, but we hope to increase that capacity.
The way you can buy, you can try and buy any of these paintings is to contact my dad on his Facebook page. It's CouOne Media, or you can contact him on WhatsApp or Instagram. CouOne, his number is 404-934-3843. And yes, that's everything.
MashaAllah, that was amazing. Again, if you guys have any further questions or inquiries, make sure to reach out to Brother Shakir and he will accommodate you. Moving on August 15th, the first ever youth convention was held, and Abdurrahman and Abdullah have more information for you on that.
Thank you very much, Rahma Adesina. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. My name is Abdullah Khan.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdurrahman Adoumi. 2 weeks ago, on August 15th, was the first annual youth convention.
Due to unprecedented circumstances, the convention was done virtually.
Overall, the program was a mega hit with a wide variety of programs. I had the opportunity to sit down with the chairman of the youth convention, Hassan Lawal.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hassan Lawal. I was the leader and the chairman of the youth convention. It was everything I wanted. It was everything that I wanted it to be. We got to showcase a lot of the youth doing their things in front of the whole entire communities of each mosque, and it made me feel good to see the kids that basically grew up under me being leaders now. So it was that's what the main thing that I was looking at. I would say the people originally, it seemed like it was just going to be me putting things together, but a lot of people showed up to help and surprised me a lot. So I would have to say the people who helped me put on the event. Yeah, why not? Why not? I love to help the youth, so of course I'll do it.
All right. Jazakallah khair, Hazan. Inshallah, we expect big things from the youth convention next year.
Inshallah.
You're coming out and answering my questions.
The convention featured a host of great panelists that empowered the youth with the knowledge of how to keep Islam in the digital age. One of our amazing panelists was Jamila Isaac Thomas, who is an All-American gold medalist wrestler. I had the opportunity to sit down with her and talk to her about the convention.
I am Sister Jamila, Jamila Isaac Thomas. Yeah, I had a beautiful opportunity. I was invited out to speak as a panelist for the youth convention in regards to sports. And so I'm a women's wrestler, and just with that sport in itself being very unique and not as widely known, especially in our community, I was invited to kind of speak on it, speak on self-defense, and speak on the lessons that I learned and how I can help others. Sure. I am a 7-time All-American. For college, I world medalist. There you go. Pan Am's world medalist, junior world medalist, and then of course the 2019 national champion for NAIA. In high school, I was all district, all regional, and third at state. And so now I coach at one of the local clubs in the area. It was great. It was great. It actually came as a referral. My mom called me. She was like, hey, I have sisters hitting me up and they wanted to chat with you. They want you to join and be on the panel and give her a call. So I reached out and Sister Avita did a great job of connecting with me and being patient with me. And I was able to kind of come in like that. I think Sister Fatima and Sister Avita were the two connectors that brought me here.
Thank you, Sister Jamila, for sitting down with us. Next year, we hope to see more of the youth come out for the youth convention. Now back to you, Rahma.
Thank you so much. And lastly, Mumineen's TTH program will be continuing for the fall semester. I know we're all looking for an alternative due to the pandemic, and Mumineen has provided it for you. If you have any question or is interested, please make sure to contact the number on the flyer and they will accommodate you. That's it for today on Mumineen News. If you have any newsworthy content or events that you would like to be featured on Mumineen News, make sure to reach out to the email on your screen. See you next time.
Thank you very much, Sister Rahma. Allahu Akbar.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
I have a question for the audience before you talk. I know you are the chief moderator.
I will mute your microphone, no.
You can't mute me this time around.
Okay.
So, yeah, alhamdulillah, that was a good job, well done, or a job well done, all of the above. So, but to the audience, isn't it hypocritical for someone to claim that he's an engineer from Nigeria without mentioning the city where he got that engineering from?
That's right.
Thank you, Sheikh Ibrahim. So that's critical. And for the first time, the adverts or the news, particularly for our CouOne, it was captioned in English. So why? Is it because of his accent?
Okay, so alhamdulillah. This is about the accent, man. Okay, alhamdulillah. I'll let that one slide. Okay, so I see somebody's raising their hand. I don't know what they're raising their hand for. Maybe they can just chat with us because we have a packed agenda today. So I have not, but I think he's already unmuted. So that in case they, yes. All right.
So are you trying to do it or you want me to do it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You're now you can meet yourself. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Brashaken.
Okay, well, this screen I'm going to present is small. I don't know why it's small. I'm trying to make it big. Okay, I need technical help.
Go ahead.
Okay. Alhamdulillah.